Silz National Football Show. Appreciate you coming aboard. By the way, I can't say any more than what I'm doing right now, but I talked to a friend of mine. Get ready for this coming fall. Hooters, hang in there. Don't want to jinx anything. You know, I've been involved with that company now for probably 37 years. And my relationship, let's see, South Florida, Tampa, Phoenix, Dallas, Orlando, Jacksonville, all have sponsored me. And I got a lifetime card when I first initially went into the place. Okay? How about this, Yale? You know, everyone does, the colors of Hooters are Buccaneer colors because it was initially a local company. And that's why they have the Hooters colors as the old Buccaneer crimsicle colors. Ed Drosky, when he started the company, wanted it to be like a local place where all Buck fans went. And that's why the colors for the Hooters, they kind of changed it up a little bit because they wanted to get a little bit away from that. But Ed, who started the Hooters, and he's a dear friend of mine to this day, really a great guy, really an absolute spectacular dude. Just the one thing that I got to bitch with, I like the grouper sandwich. And because the grouper's been overfished, man, one of the greatest sandwiches in the history of sandwiches was that grouper. All right. Appreciate everybody coming aboard. I'm going to get to my top 32 here in a second. I do want to throw this out. I mean, so look, I put Reddick in the top 5 pass rushers in the NFL right now at 16 sacks. And the one thing that you have to love about him as well, he's been absolutely consistent. And here, this is going to tell me this is not a crazy stat about Hassan. Hassan Reddick has had a better career than Jadeveon Clowney has. But Jadeveon Clowney has had more publicity because of where he was drafted and because of his name and what he did when he was in college. He hasn't had a career. Reddick's had a better career. Reddick has been more consistent. Reddick has actually had more double-digit sack years. Clowney's never had one. And that's why Clowney's unemployed right now. You see, Clowney's running around telling people he wants $15 million like Reddick got last year. No one's paying that guy $15 million for what, 6 sacks? Why in the world would I pay Jadeveon Clowney $15 million when he'll give me no more than 9 sacks? I'm not paying for that. That makes no financial – dude, Fletcher Cox is a superior player to that guy. And that guy was a number 1 overall selection in the NFL draft. I mean, Maniac goes $5 million. Boy, okay, yeah, kind of. Hey, what's this? Hey, Maniac, maybe, I don't know, depth, $5 million? Oof. Will he play 17 games? I don't know, man. See, I think he's pricing himself out of the league. Shit, a couple of years ago, he wanted Howie to pay him $20 million annually. Howie said, no, happening. Not happening. And I happen to agree with Yale. I look at Clowney and go, Hoss, man, I don't know. 3.5? You might be like a rotation guy now? When were you ever great? Maybe a couple of years in Houston, you were good, but great? I wouldn't use the word impact when it came to Clowney. That's not a word I would use. Impact player. And albeit when J.J. Watt got hurt in Houston, he was on the number 1 unit in the NFL in defense. Okay? He was. Reddick's had a better career. Clowney will be blessed to get a 1-year deal. He's already hard enough to deal with in the locker room. Yeah, and I don't like his attitude too. You know what? You know what's funny about Jadeveon Clowney? The only thing I remember is a cheap shot on Wentz and his hit on the quarterback in the Outback Bowl versus Michigan. Other than that, Ellen draft day. Other than that, I don't remember anything else of the guy. Oh, yeah, him bitching for more money, too. I don't know. I mean, because I see his name out there. He's a free agent. I'm like, I have no interest in that guy. I wouldn't even put a call into it. I mean, if Brandon Graham got hurt, I'd be like, I'd rather go with Derek Barnett. I'd rather go with Derek Barnett than Jadeveon Clowney. How about that for you? You can't have the first-round mentality with fourth-round production. Dude, Tone, not first round, first pick. First pick. First pick in the draft. And he gave you fourth-round production. First pick. This guy's like a number one overall selection. Like, that guy's got to be off the charts. Not give you Aubrey Bruce numbers. He was another stiff that was taken number one overall. You can't have that. He's better than him, but I mean, I don't know. I'm going to move on here. Somebody goes, Silz, what about Clowney? I'm like, Jadeveon Clowney? He still plays? Dude, I do not see that. All right. In honor of Chris Sims's list of the top 40 quarterbacks in the NFL, Big Silz has his top 32 NFL quarterbacks here on June 6th, D-Day. Oh, we honor those who stormed the beaches at Normandy. And today, the most famous beach in the world is Omaha Beach. Gold. Those beaches that all those men in the greatest generation of our country stormed the beaches at Normandy. You talk about tyranny and what they were fighting for. Greatest generation of all time. Those people that stormed the beaches at Normandy. I salute you, man. 79 years, D-Day. You talk about, you go around and you watch TV shows and you look at the social media. Nobody mentions D-Day, how we liberated the free from the Nazis. Okay? All right. I salute you. Here is the Big Silz. Top 32 quarterbacks in the NFL. Number 32, Tyler Heinicke, Atlanta Falcons. Desmond Ridder, you tell me he's a starter, but he won't be. Heinicke actually beat the Eagles last year. Tyler Heinicke. Damn, Jalen couldn't beat Tyler Heinicke? You lost to Tyler Heinicke, Jalen? Woo, man. How did Jalen Hurts lose to Tyler Heinicke? Don't worry. Hey, James, Tone, settle down. Relax. It's all good. Number 31. Sorry, Niner. Last Chance Lance ain't on this list. Get this. Sam Darnold is number 31 on this list. Number 30. Tyler Huntley, Ravens, backup quarterback. Love this kid. Sam Darnold is that dude. Number 29, the greatness of Jordan Love. Green Bay Packers. Number 28, Big Silz, top 32 NFL quarterbacks. Davis Mills. I actually like this kid. I don't think he's great, but I actually like this guy. He's not a bad player. He's not a bad player. Number 27, Andy, the Red Rifle Dalton. Carolina Panthers, NFC. Number 26, Kenny, I throw pickets. Pittsburgh Steelers, number 26. I think this guy's a stiff, but we'll see. Hey, by the way, these are my top 32. You could have a couple players on the team and your guy not make the top 32 and he could be a starter. So understand that. Because the next guy, are you a Niner? Here you go again. New material. Brock Purdy. Number 25, San Francisco 49ers. Number 24, Big Silz, top 32. NFL quarterbacks. At number 24, Baker Mayfield. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I had a problem putting them there, believe me. Number 23, from the Raiders. Jimmy, I have a better winning percentage than Jalen Hurts, and I'm as accomplished and more accomplished in the postseason. Garoppolo at number 23. Number 22, Big Silz, top 32 NFL QBs. Justin, I am getting better fields. I'm rooting for this kid. I am. I'm rooting for this guy. I think there's a quality about him. I like him. I think he works hard. He's in a shitty organization to develop quarterbacks. That's the only problem he has going on right now is Chicago. Chicago can't develop quarterbacks. They have not drafted a decent quarterback in 100 years, or at least 70 since Sid Luckman. Dude, they just don't get that position right. I'm rooting for this kid, though. Number 21. Got to be very gentle here. I can't speak loudly when I say this because, you know, when you have concussions, loud noises and bright lights aren't good. Tua Tagovailoa. Number 21. Number 20. Mac Jones. Now we're inside the top 20. The Big Silz top 32 NFL quarterbacks. Number 19, Ryan Tannehill. The Tennessee Titans. You gave a guy $46 million and he's ranked 17th. Wait, Mac over Tua? Yeah, you got to play Jameson. You've got to play 17 games. You can't play 6, take a month and a half off, put a guy in there, miss another 4, and tell me he's a starting quarterback. I could build my team around Mac Jones. I can't build my franchise around Tua. Until Tua plays more than 14 games, 15 games a year, you can't build your team around him. Is he a better talent? Yeah. Unfortunately, you do have to play. Okay? You do have to play consistent football. You just can't play 4 games. Okay? You can't build your franchise. You can't build your franchise around a guy who you can't count on, and he's going to be in concussion protocol every year. Facts. Mac Jones, is he better? Talented? No, but he'll be there. And he'll be relied on. Tua's 1 hit away from retirement. And you want to build your team around that guy. Okay. Number 18. Derek Carr, Saints. '17, Kyler Murray, Cardinals. Number 16, the man who had a better passing season than the one in Philadelphia, Geno Smith, Seahawks. Number 15, a man who is absolutely rebuilding Detroit. Kudos to Jared Goff. I thought that guy was finished. Hey, by the way, who do you think that Sean McVay would rather have as his starting quarterback right now? Matthew Stafford or Jared Goff? Detroit's on the way like this. The Rams are like this. How you doing? Number 14, the man who cannot play football after 4:30 Eastern time. Kirk Cousins, Minnesota Vikings. And speaking of Matthew Stafford, Rams, number 13. Getting closer to the top 10 of the Big Silz. Top 32 quarterbacks. Number 12. Russell Wilson, Broncos. Number 11. Dimes Jones, New York Football Gigantes. Slasher goes, you have Daniel Jones over Cousins? Yeah, he beat him in a playoff game. What did you miss? Did you miss that? They actually went further than the Vikings a year ago. You must have missed that game. Ooh. You must have missed that. Number 10. By the way, Sims had this man ranked a little different. Dak is back. Cowboys. NFC. Number 9. The man, the myth, the legend. Deshaun Watson. Cleveland Browns. Number 9. We're getting closer now. Woo! This next one, man. It's going to be a little rough here. Big Silz top 32 NFL quarterbacks. Tyler Heineke, 32. Sam Darnold, 31. Tyler Huntley, 30. Jordan Love, 29. Davis Mills, 28. Andy Dalton, 27. Kenny Pickett, 26. Brock Purdy, 25. Baker Mayfield, 24. Garoppolo, 23. Fields, 22. Tua, 21. Mac Jones, 20. Tannehill, 19. Carr, 18. Kyler Murray, 17. Geno Smith, 16. Jared Goff, 15. Cousins, 14. Stafford, 13. Wilson, 12. Daniel Jones, 11. Dak Prescott, 10. Watson, Deshaun, 9. And number 8, Aaron Rodgers, New York Football Jets. Now, here are your top 7. At number 7, from the Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence. I have him 7th. Number 6, in the Big Silz top 32, quarterbacks in the NFL, I have Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens. Now, we are in the top 5. These are the 5 best talented and most talented quarterbacks in the NFL. Silz actually put Jalen over Lamar, had a better year. Hey, Jameson, if Tua can't finish the season, how could I put Lamar over Jalen if he can't finish the year? We got to be a little consistent here with the parameters, don't we? Unlike you guys, I apply them to everyone, not just when I feel like it. That guy only played 1 year, you know. Right, Tone? Technically. What about Hurts? Oh, technically. Number 5. From the Philadelphia Eagles, Jalen Hurts. Philadelphia Eagles. Number 4, Justin Herbert, Los Angeles Chargers. Number 3, Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills. Number 2, Joe Burrow, Bengals. And the number 1 quarterback in the National Football League is Patrick Mahomes. Chris Sims had Hurts at 7. I got him at 5. He's also the highest rated NFC quarterback, sitting there at 5. And if you look at the top 10 quarterbacks, check this out, just to show you how lopsided the conferences are. Listen to this number here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, there's the 10th right there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL are in the AFC. Just to show you. Okay. Again, he goes, what's the criteria? Talent. Talent. Jalen Hurts is not a better passer than Justin Herbert. He's not a better athlete or passer or quarterback than Josh Allen. He has no more talent than those guys. It doesn't. Winning is a team thing, not just a quarterback thing. Okay? It's not the case. Or Jimmy Garoppolo would be second on this list. He is 44-19. And he has done just as much as Jalen has. Actually, he's 5-2 in the postseason. I mean, any statistic that you throw at me, he's not exceptional in his passing game. He's unique in his game. He's not exceptional. He's not an exceptional passer. Watch this. He's not an exceptional passer. He is an exceptional decision maker. And he wins games this way. He's smarter than Lamar. He's not as reckless as Allen. Jalen Hurts, here. Now, do you want me to put who are the best game managers that can manage themselves to a win? Is Hurts better than Burrow? No, he's been in 2 AFC championship games in a row, and he's been to a Super Bowl. He's actually more accomplished than Hurts and finished second in MVP. No. Third. Allen is as gifted as anything I've ever seen in my life. He's one of the greatest talents I've ever seen. Can't be reckless. Got to be smarter. Jalen's superior in thinking his way around a 60-minute ball game. He is. And by the way, here, let's do this. Will Jalen Hurts have a better career than Joe Burrow? I don't believe so. Will he have a better career than Josh Allen? I don't think so. By the way, getting through the AFC is like getting through the SEC. It's tougher to win it's tougher to win the AFC than it is to win the Super Bowl. Don't you understand that now? It's tougher to win the AFC than to win the Super Bowl. I mean, at any time in a playoff run, you're going to have to run into Mahomes, Allen, Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, and Aaron Rodgers. Who are you running into in the NFC playoffs? Kirk Cousins and Jared Goff? Give me a break. Brock Purdy? You're running through turds on that side of the aisle. It's tougher to win the AFC than it is to win the Super Bowl. You know, I say this all the time about the Southeastern Conference. I think it's tougher to win the Western Division of the SEC than it is to win the national championship. Getting through the SEC, and then you got to go play in the college football playoff. No wonder they destroy teams in the playoffs because they're primed and ready to roll. Josh Allen won 14 ball games in the AFC last year. Jalen won how many games in the NFC where there were a streamload of turds? Jameson goes, Jalen owns the SEC. Really? That's why he was benched. You aren't making sense. So here, let me, again, probably another one of these guys. So you're not making sense. If Hurts plays in an easier NFC and plays in more Super Bowls, how is Josh Allen going to have a better career? Because when you look at, that's like telling me that you think that Trent Dilfer had a better career than Dan Marino. He just happened to play in a very tough conference and during a very tough time of NFL quarterbacks. So wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me then, how many people think that Jimmy Garoppolo's had a great career? He's 5-2 in the postseason. He's 44-19 as a starting quarterback. Has he had a great career or no? Yes or no? Would you say that guy's had a better career than Lamar Jackson? Russell Wilson? Has he had a better career than Kirk Cousins? Hey, how about this? Do you think that Jimmy Garoppolo's had a better career than Matthew Stafford? Solid. 44-19 is not solid. It's exceptional. It's exceptional. We agree to disagree. I agree. I love that take. That's how I do it. Hey, Sharon is exactly right. Tom Brady played in the shitty AFC East for 18 years, and I completely hold that against him. Who was his biggest competition in that division? Chad Pennington? He had a free ride the whole time he was in New England. Brady bailed on the Patriots not only because of the lack of talent in the cabinet, but because the rest of the division was getting better. He saw Tua getting better and the Dolphins getting better. He knew the Bills were going to be the team to beat. The Jets, well, the Jets. There's no doubt Brady benefited playing in the worst division in football for 20 years. There was nothing in that division that threatened New England. Look at his AFC East record. In general, it's mind-numbing, especially his record versus the Jets. He still wins when it matters. Absolutely. Get me into a game. Get me into the playoffs. And let's go from there. Absolutely. Brady has lost to Eli Manning and Nick Foles twice. Ain't like Montana, okay? Montana beats Marino and Elway in Super Bowls and an MVP in Esiason. It wasn't beating turds. This guy was beating MVP guys. This guy's losing to Nick Foles and Eli. Says you sounded like Scottie Pippen. What are you talking about? What I said you think is a lie? That he really had the benefit of playing in the AFC East, Tom Brady? I never said Brady wasn't the greatest quarterback in the game. I just said he had an easier run. You're making it broad stroke. I never said that. Once again, not listening or reading. I said he had the easiest route in 20 years with no threat in the AFC East. If you want to add building blocks on that to what you think my take is, that's a you thing. I never said that. Certain guys are going to have easier roads. The Eagles have it right now and taking full advantage of it. By the way, look at it. I got to compromise my take here because some of you are crybabies. That's not the Eagles' fault. The rest of the NFC sucks. There, I had to quantify it because some of you can't take being told that the NFC sucks. It's an easier road to the Super Bowl than in the AFC because you're trying to justify Jalen playing against shittier teams. Come on, man. Don't do that. And again, it's not an Eagle thing. That's a league thing. And you know what? To be fair, everything goes in cycles. You're speaking facts. The AFC has been garbage for 20 years. Automatic playoff berths year after year. Dude, horrible. Now, they've got the quarterbacks. Hey, and by the way, do you know why the cycle has gone this way? Tone, right? Well, how long did the Bills suck? 15 years? They landed on Allen. Cincinnati sucked for how long? Ever? Right? They landed on Burrow. Chargers, they can't make a decision to save their life. They had actually Drew Brees and let him go. Still had Rivers. The Ravens took a gamble on Lamar. He was the 32nd player taken. The Jags. How many years are they picking in the top 3? 40? And the Browns, they had to bribe a guy to come to Cleveland. Coming for me, Big Silz, I'm with you. Tone, the NFC sucks and I love – right. If Jalen can benefit from a candy-ass NFC, I won't argue. Nor would I. I'm just pointing it out. But see, once again, Tone, people don't like the truth being told to them. Just as long as he does his job in the big matchups that count. Okay. Sure. Okay. The NFC sucks. Honest to God, it's tougher to win the AFC than it is to win the Super Bowl. You got better players over there at the quarterback position and the most significant position. Does that bug you that much? What do you care if the NFC sucks? Oh, because you think it belittles anything Jalen's doing. It doesn't. It's just harder in the AFC. You can say whatever you want, and you can plug your ears. It's okay, too. And I know some of you don't like to be told this shit. Jalen's road to the success of his career in the current landscape of the NFC, perfect. He really doesn't have really much competition. Seattle, Niners, and Dak. Rest of it, Dimes Jones. Here, let me put, and this is not a consolation here. Jalen's better than Daniel Jones. I wouldn't go telling many people that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wouldn't go around going, hey, my guy's better than you. I mean, I leave that one alone because who cares about Daniel Jones? I don't understand why people care this much, Silz. Like you said, things move in cycles. It's right. It's in cycles. Hey, when Montana played in the NFC, no, you know what it is, Tone? It's because they think it's talking shit on Jalen. It's not an Eagle thing. You're just butthurt because you're making it sound like the Eagles don't have a tough road to the Super Bowl. They don't. Now, you got to play some of them AFC quarterbacks this year. And that's why I said this year will define the kid, because he's going to be playing against those big-time guys. You're not playing Davis Mills and Kenny Pickett and Cooper Rush and shitbags like that. You're actually playing people who are in a conference that are going to be battling it out every week. Dude, can you imagine if you got a top schedule like the Chiefs do, and you got to pay Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and you got to play Trevor Lawrence, and you got to play Justin Herbert, and then you got to play those guys in consecutive weeks. It's like playing in the Southeastern Conference. Eat crow on what? Tony, eat crow on what? I'm interested. Eat crow on what? Playing against Brock Purdy or Josh Johnson versus playing Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen every week? Eat crow on what? What are you talking? I mean, help me out here because I'm not sure what you're talking about. The NFC was so bad last year and the Eagles choked. No. They took care of business. That's what Tone was saying. They took care of, dude, they played against, like I said about that Super Bowl, it took a Herculean coaching effort, an effort by Mahomes in the second half to beat an elite team like the Eagles. That's not true. They showed up every week. They were the only team in the NFL that showed up for 17 regular season games. I'm not going anywhere else other than that. Jalen played against top defenses. Yeah, well, when you have a top defense and you're playing on short fields because your quarterback sucks and you're playing arena football and you have field position because the quarterbacks that are in that conference aren't good, it affects your team. Read a book. I don't think the Eagles choked either, Yale. I don't think the Eagles choked either. I think they played a great game. And like Bruce Arians says, I'd like to have seen Jalen with the ball with the last minute on the clock. I'd like to have seen what he could do. He might have put that thing in the end zone. I believe he might have put that in the end zone. I think you guys are wet. I'm not in the same stadium that you're in right now because I can't believe that I can't tell you that the AFC is tougher to win than the Super Bowl, knowing the kind of talented coaches and talented – look who the top coaches are in the AFC. Look at their quarterbacks. And you're going to try to tell me you think it's the same? It's a balanced schedule? Wow. You make stuff up in your heads. No wonder. No wonder when I say something here, you guys spin it. And you know what they do, Tone? They go over to my Twitter page and they start talking lies like I said this and that. And dude, so like you gotta play Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow in consecutive weeks if you're Mahomes to get to the Super Bowl. This is who Jalen Hurts has to play this year. Sam Darnold, Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff. Okay. What do I want to do? I want to play Jared Goff. Hey, I'm just saying, man. Hey, Tone, right? But see, no one wants to hear it. Hey, yeah, but you're saying that Jalen is going to have a Rocky type career, all filled with Spider Ricos, tomato cans. That's not on him. That's that argument when Roger Federer. Here, I love this one. When Roger Federer plays in a French Open or Wimbledon or whatever, and Rafael Nadal's not there. Well, he didn't play against Nadal. Well, that's not a Federer thing. Now, Nadal didn't show up because he was hurt. Well, that's on him. Not you can't. I would never do that to a guy like Federer or anybody who has gotten to championship games or settings. That's not on him because you couldn't get there, whatever the reason. Whatever the reason. Well, Roger Federer didn't play against Nadal in the French Open. Who cares? Dude, it's a Rafael Nadal thing, not a Roger Federer thing. Holy cow. You're just hating on her. I put him fifth. You know what the craziest thing is? I got people putting on my Twitter page, Sileo hates the Eagles. I picked you to go to the NFC title game again this year. And I picked you last year to go to the Super Bowl. Let me take a time out. Hit the like button.